There is a process called the 2015 phenomena. You know, we're in 2010 right now. So the 2015 phenomena is only 5 years away. And the 2015 phenomena says that by the year 2015, the bulk of students that graduate from our university system, from our high school system, are going to be Latinos and African Americans. Now, that may be true in New York City, but that's going to be true all throughout New York State. And what that will do is basically less Latinos are graduating from the school system, and that means that there'll be less people being able to go into our universities. And what that means basically is that you'll have the same number of universities, but less students, meaning that some universities are going to have to close down. Meaning,
now that's the first I've heard of that.
That's the 2015 phenomenon.
Are we talking about both city university and the state university system?
That's in the entire. That's all the graduates in the.
No, about universities having to close down.
Well, it's private colleges. If you have less students, most of the student bodies in New York State colleges happen to be New York State high school students.
Yes.
If you're graduating less students, then you as a college administrator are going to have to do one of two things: lower your standards, which would be terrible for you, or offer less classes, offer less opportunities because you have less students coming into your university. So, and that's what the 2015 phenomena talks about. So the issue is, how do we deal with the issue of one of diversity and what's going to happen? How do we continue to have the demand on our college system so that they can continue to service the students, the student body? And how do you look at the professors that we have, the boards that rule these colleges, the administrators that you have in these colleges? How do you diversify these bodies, these presidents, college presidents, these administrators, and these boards and these professorships? How do you diversify that? So I've been working on that issue. I want you to know something, that the greatest, if you're looking at diversity, the state that has the greatest amount of diversity happens to be New Mexico. New Mexico happens to have a 46% Hispanic population and about 11-12% African American population. At the university system, 46% of the students happen to be Latino, and 11 to 12% of the students happen to be African American. So if you want to find true diversity in the regular body and in the college student body, you have to go to New Mexico. New Mexico has been able to do that. So why can't we do that in New York?
So particularly the level of high school graduation seems to continue to be one of the big problems in the Latino community. And what do you see that can be done legislatively in order to do something about that?
You have all kinds of initiatives that are panaceas. You have charter schools. You have, quote, the voucher program, although we don't have that in New York. You have AIDP, absent intervention, dropout prevention. All these things are seen as panaceas. If you ask me what is missing from all this fancy verbiage, it's parental support, parental cooperation when it comes to school involvement. If you look at all cultures that succeed in school, they only succeed because they recognize that in school, it's a collaborative effort. It's the only area in government where you need true collaboration between the teachers, between the parents, and between the students. When we do that, when we recognize that the parents should be and have to be as much involved in the education of their students as the teachers are, then you'll have true collaboration. But unfortunately, nobody recognizes that.
But some people will say, hey, wait a minute, you're blaming the parents. But maybe
no, I'm not blaming the parents.
Okay.
What I'm saying about the parents is most parents do not recognize what their role is. We should educate the parents, not blame the parents. We should educate the parents. We should involve the parents. We should, I went to a Parents Association meeting about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, in a Latino part of my district. You know how many parents were there for this PA meeting? 2, okay? There are 600, 700 students, and only 2 parents took the time out to go to a PA meeting. Now, again, I don't blame the parents. I blame a system that doesn't understand how to involve the parents. Just because I say, because you and I agree oh, we should involve the parents. Doesn't mean that parents are going to get involved. Doesn't mean that we have accomplished our goal. It means that we're starting off. You know, Winston Churchill said, this is not the beginning of the end. This is not the end. This is not the end or the beginning of the end. This is the end of the beginning. When you involve the parents, it's the end of the beginning. It's the first process that you need to really improve our educational system.
And you see that as being key to stopping the
I think
dropout rate, or are there other factors? For example, is it economics that's driving those students to drop out? Do we really know? Do we have enough solid information, in your view, about that?
I think all the factors that you and I can agree upon. I think economics is important. I think broken homes are important. I think parents that work 2 jobs. I think latchkey kids are all important. I think all these things are very, very important. However, if there is one area that we really have to bolster up is parental participation. I don't think parental participation is based on economics. I don't think parental participation is based, it's based on a parent giving up time, spending time in the school, spending up time with their kids as they do their homework, and really trying to learn what's happening in their child's life.